First, I'm gonna watch
I know it's been forever, guys, since I've been on the bike doing a moto vlog, and actually it's been a long time since I've even ridden my 600. It's been probably close to a month now, maybe not that much, maybe like 3 weeks, but it's been a while since I've ridden her, and it's a shame. I really got to ride this bike more often. It's such a good bike. But anyway, guys, I had a video for you today, a topic that I wanted to cover, and I wanted to do it in a moto vlog fashion for once, since I've been doing these. This video is going to be about 1000cc bikes and why I don't have one. Before we get to the video, I have a little montage of my beautiful 600 that you guys got to check out right now.
You got the CBR600 Honda. Yeah, CBR, I think it's CBR600RR. Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was just a quick thing. I free-handed it right here. Just tested out my new lens that I bought on Amazon. If you are interested in the lens, I'll have a link in the description. With a 1000cc bike, you get basically two differences, okay? I know there's more than just two, but you get more power and you get more weight. Those are pretty much the two different things, if we're going to be basic here. Don't really want to gain more weight on my Super Sport, and I really don't need more power. So that's kind of the realization that I came to when I decided, because for a while there, not recently, this was like a year ago, I really wanted to upgrade to a 1000. And thank you, dude, now I can't see. So it wasn't super recent, but I did for a while want to get a 1000. I wanted to get a CBR 1000. I was going to get a 2012 or a 2013 one. And then I rode my friend's 2007, and this was about a year ago, and I didn't really have an interest after that. And it wasn't that I got on the bike and it was too powerful and I was afraid of the power. It was that I got on the bike and I realized that I didn't really want it. I don't know how to explain it. I like the way my 600 feels. It's when I went back on my 600 after riding the 1000, I sighed a breath of relief. I was like, all right, I'm back on my baby again. Because the 600, I'm sure it's something you get used to, but it's just nice being able to flick the bike back and forth. And with a 600, you really do get like a better feel of the bike than with the 1000. The 1000, it does have tons more power, obviously, as it should. It's a 1000. But you really don't need the power of a 1000 on the streets here. And I'll tell you right now, guys, people say the 600s are slow. They're not slow. That's just something people say when they're just being stupid. You never need all the power a 600cc bike can dish out. It's never necessary. I mean, this bike, I'm in first gear. This bike can do 65 miles an hour in first gear, which means that I can only top out first gear and only on the highway and be doing the legal speed limit. Every other gear and in every other area is illegal to do, is illegal to bring this bike out. And I like bringing my bikes out. I enjoy it. I mean, I've topped out this bike in 6th gear. That was not legal at all. Of course, I was in Mexico, so it didn't matter, but you get what I'm saying. I mean, you could do things illegally, but I've been kind of moving towards getting away from the high speed runs. It's kind of been, I've been taking a step back from it. I've been riding dirt bikes more lately. That's kind of been my focus, and I've been enjoying it. I have way more fun riding a dirt bike. And that's another thing too, is that I can have a 600 and my VFR 800, and I can justify it, because the VFR is the commuter bike. That's the bike that I take around to work every day, and then this bike is the bike that I take out on the weekends for some fun. I couldn't justify having a 1000 and a 600. It makes no sense to me at all. And if I got a 1000, I basically would have to get rid of my 600. I mean, There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'd have to do it. And I don't want to get rid of my 600. I love my 600, and I've had this bike the longest than I've had any other bike. In fact, it's longer than I've had any other vehicle. I've never owned a vehicle for, it's been what, 3.5 years, 4 years? But that's pretty much why I never really got into the thousands, is because I had to get rid of this bike. And this bike, I can't get rid of it. I can't do it. That's why I will not buy 1,000. Now, I will say
that
this.
Bike look fired. I wouldn't get rid of that bike if it looked like that and it's performing like that. Like that don't look brand new for real, ain't it? The engine sound good. It don't even make sense to get rid of that bike.
I would never say never. One day I might have a 1,000. But if I do that, then you best believe that the reason why I did it, there's only really a couple reasons why. One way would be as if this bike got stolen, or something happened to the bike and it was no longer usable. Or two, if this bike started becoming unreliable and things were breaking and it left me stranded. And because once a vehicle leaves me stranded one time, it only takes once. I forever lose my faith in that vehicle. And luckily the 600's been very reliable. The only time it hasn't been reliable was when I screwed something up, like when I broke the battery terminal or when I screwed up the spark plug boot, when I had it facing the wrong way. So there are circumstances when I screw up, and I don't blame the bike for that. This is why I would never say never, too, is because the newer 1000s, like the CBR600RR, I sat on it on the showroom floor, and the bike, it felt smaller than my 600. It felt lighter than my 600. It felt more nimble than my 600. Now, I didn't ride it, okay? So I can't for sure say it was more nimble or whatever than my 600. I can't make that assumption, but sitting in the showroom, just going back and forth, comparing that to this bike, and that bike held its weight better. And it only weighs, on paper, only weighs like 25, 30 more pounds anyway. So that really doesn't make a big difference regardless. And then when you factor in the fact that it has a 1000cc engine that makes 80 more horsepower, then it starts to be like, okay, I can kind of see why I might one day spring for this bike. Because there's really not many downsides. Now, I will say this though, I'm not buying a brand new bike. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to spend 18 grand on a 1000cc bike or whatever it is. I'm not going to do it. This bike got stolen. I don't think I'd buy another one. And it's not because I don't love this bike. That's the very reason. I love this bike so much that I wouldn't want to replace it with another one. I'd want this exact same one. The main reason too would be that I'd want to experience something else. Like I would want to try something new. And so maybe I would look at the thousands, but right now, this is the bike. Like, I can't think of any other bike except for the brand new CBR1000, maybe the S1000RR, and that's pretty much it. That it's a super sport that could replace this bike, or a super bike. People get so angry when you call 1000cc a super sport. They get so mad about it. I don't understand why they get mad. If you go into Kawasaki's website and you look at the motorcycles and you hit super sport, there's the 1000. I understand it's a super bike, but just calm down. It's like calling a 1000cc bike a sport bike, or a 600 a sport bike, and like, no, actually, it's a super sport. It's not a sport bike. It's a super sport. So, I mean, thousands of great bikes. I love them, but I don't want one. I don't need one. I don't need to go any faster than this bike. This bike's already way too fast in itself. I love how nimble this bike is, and I don't think a 1000 is going to be more nimble than it. Except for maybe one of the brand new ones, possibly. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, everybody needs to get the biggest and baddest, but not me, man. I'm totally happy with my bike. I think we all need to realize what's important with riding. And doing 180 miles an hour is 160, 165 is fast enough for me. I don't need to go quicker than that. Now, I would consider a 750. The 750 makes a pretty good amount of low-end torque, so I would consider that just to get a little bit more oomph off the line. But again, I don't really need that. Like, it's just another one of those things that I do not need. So, I don't know, guys. But anyway, I'm interested what you guys got to say, why you guys would prefer a 600 or 1,000. I know the subject's been beaten to death, but I don't think a lot of people choose 600s over 1,000s. I think I'm kind of in the minority, so I did want to put my 2 cents in there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.
Dang, that don't. I don't know. I'm not really looking for a new bike. I just got a bike, so, and my bike's a beginner bike. So these bikes are definitely, you know, they talking about 600 cc's, 1000 cc's. Those are, you know, like, I guess for experienced riders. I don't know how easy it is to learn on it, like a 600 or 1000 or something like that. It depends on how easy it is to clutch off in first gear, because you can pretty much learn easy in first gear, and then, you know, I may, you know, like I'm a first time rider with my bike, so I pulled off in first gear the first time I even got on the bike. You know what I'm saying? It just took me, you know what I'm saying? It just took me like a minute or two. Like, it didn't take long at all. Like, it took me a couple minutes to, like, you know what I'm saying, feel comfortable just sitting on the bike. And then I already knew the controls, I already knew how to pull off. And I pulled off in first gear easy and was just riding. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, mine's a 250. You know, it's a dirt bike, so it's not meant to compete with like 600 or 1000s. But, you know, if I want to upgrade my bike and get like a serious motorcycle, which I do want to eventually, you know, I was looking if I would get a 600 or 1000. You know, like 600, 650s, they're more cost affordable. But, you know, I'm the type of person where I want to get like something that's going to last me a long time and not even have to worry about it for a long time. So I'll mess around, save up money, and buy 1000. And then, you know what I'm saying, and just look clean on the 1000 for like a decade. You feel me? Like, I don't even want to trade it out. I'm good. I'm chilling. But it looks like people who, you know, the YouTube videos I watch, people who own 600s, they're happy with them. You know what I mean? And then there's like the 1000s. You know, of course, like I said, I'm not an experienced rider, so I don't really know much about the differences between 600 and 1000. But based on, you know, the videos I watch, you know, it's usually like a deeper engine. I think with the 1000, it has more power because it's like a deeper engine. And like the guy said in the last video, it's a heavier bike. So it's probably like more comfortable to ride, but, you know, like more solid to sit on. And I would guess that it would be better for like long rides. Like this guy, he's on the highway with nothing but trees, so who knows how many miles he's riding. But if I wanted to ride from one state to another state on just my bike, it might be more comfortable doing it on a 1000 than a 600. But like I said, you know, I don't know. I'm just going off of what people say. But the videos I'm watching, they riding. I don't know if I'm watching this one or not, but, you know, this guy's on a Honda. Looks like this is also a Honda CBR. I can tell because of how the mirrors are. And it also says Honda right there. You can also tell by the miles per hour, where you can see the miles per hour, like the design. But I'm not all that familiar to really tell the differences between that. I pay attention to it, but not enough to like remember every model. But I was also looking at the R7. So this joint. See, this video calling it the best beginner sports bike.
Would-be sport bikes shop. I've ridden it around and I'm pleased to report free. If you saw it dropped in 1990, right? Then y'all disgusting. The MT.
I just want to see him ride the bike. I don't want to hear about all that.
What's going on, guys? Motonosity here, and what you guys are telling me that this thing rides completely different, and they are guaranteeing that I'm going to be hitting a new top speed on this.
Hey, so quick thing. Today's video is sponsored. Yeah, and there was screw for less than tucks.
For refresh your memory, I couldn't get past 130, and that was like in optimal conditions. Let's hear that SC Project exhaust on here.
Past 130.
Very nice. And I couldn't even hit.
So a car, man, the motorcycles, I feel like that's like the average what I've been seeing from research I've been doing on the bikes. Like the average top speed would be like 125, 130, 140, 150 maybe. And you know, everybody thinks motorcycles go fast, which I think they go fast. Whenever I see them on the highway, they be out. You know what I'm saying? Way faster than the cars. You know, on occasions I've kept up with motorcycles. Like I'll be driving, you know what I'm saying, like East Coast 95, for example, and there'll be a bike and we'll go like miles and miles. I'll see the bike again. But there's also bikes that just be out, like you'll never see them again. They just zoom and then they just gone, you know what I'm saying? But you know, if you riding the highway in a car, you know, I feel like top speed of a car is easily like 160, 170, 180, you know what I'm saying? So if you matching the top speed of a 600 motorcycle versus the top speed of a car, then the car's gonna win. But you have to like drag race it to really tell. But the motorcycle is gonna hit the top speed faster than the car. So, you know, so it's gonna look like the motorcycle's always faster. But when you're in the highway, I suppose it's easy to think that motorcycles are faster than cars because you probably gonna be going like 80, 90, maybe 100, maybe 120 if you really like, you know what I'm saying? Or is there any police, any state troopers, any highway patrol or anything like that? Nah, I'm good. All right, boom. So you might hit 120 the whole way, you know what I'm saying? But if the motorcycle, you know, if you're used to hitting like 80, the motorcycle can climb to 125 then easily, you know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is top speed the motorcycle to go to zoom by every car going 80. You know what I'm saying? 80's not slow. You feel me? So it's just surprising because, you know, people think that motorcycles are fast, but you'll be surprised how many motorcycles top speed don't even match a car's top speed. And I feel like that's what like 1000s are for too. I feel like 1000s, their top speed is higher than a 600. So right here, 1000cc motorcycles can have a top speed ranging from 100 to 226, but the average top speed for those motorcycles is around 140. So, you know, on average, I would guess it's probably by price point, you know what I'm saying? A less expensive 1000cc is probably going to average around 140. The most expensive is probably going to hit, you know what I'm saying, 226. So if you hitting 226 on a motorcycle, you know, you'll need a sports car to compete against that. You know what I'm saying? Like your average consumer car, you know, like, does it even have 226 on the dash? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it even on the speedometer, the odometer? Is it what it is? Odometer. So
Red line on this thing. That's why I know we got more miles per hour. We'll see if this. Yeah.
Like if I had to choose between a CBR or R7 for just the design, I don't really know which one I would choose for real. I think I like the Honda design. Wait, I don't know. Because I'm looking at the mirrors.
What's going on, guys? Motonosity here, and welcome back to some content here on the channel with the Yamaha R7. Hey, what's up? Hey, Wild Hunter Honda, don't run away. Hey, when's the next Hunter Honda video? All right. Oh man. Anyways, you guys have been asking me when I'm going to be putting out content for this again. And here we are.
I don't really like those mirrors that much. All right, you got the mirrors on here.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
They look alright, don't look bad.
Just a test run, just a test. A little bit windy, that might be to our disadvantage.
Oh, I want to see the drag race.
Vô đây.
That look like. They probably should have been kicking the six way sooner. If they was trying to catch, they was riding the hell out of five. Five maxed out at 222 kilometers per hour. And they slowed down and let the person pass them. They should have been kicked in the six gear. It wasn't even climbing. It barely climbed past in sixth gear, you know what I'm saying? So sixth gear is probably for riding the top speed comfortable without putting strain on fifth gear. Cause that joint ain't climb.
You know, let's go.
Oh, that's a different year. It's not the same. Don't like the same design as the other guy. This is a 22. first guy's bike looked better. Who's the first guy I was watching? This guy.
I know it's been forever, guys. 55 miles an hour, and
Unless he switched out the rear view mirrors. See, I like how those mirrors, and even like with the R7, is straight across, so it don't look like bug antennas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say nothing because I feel like if you don't think about it, you don't really notice it. But like once you notice it, you can't really unsee it. So like every bike that got like rear view mirrors that like point up at an angle, it always looks like a bug antenna. And I'm just like, man, am I riding on the back of a damn grasshopper or some shit? Like a Superfly? We flying? But with it coming out straight like that, it just looks cooler to me. So I don't know if he, maybe it's the Honda 600. Let me see here. Oh, so maybe the 600 has a different design than the 650.
it's not as smooth as a stock one. Than the RC. God, what are you doing, dude? How skillful you are about going around in corners with it every day. I mean, it's an amazing bike.
So I like how that looks. So I don't know, man. Maybe the 600. Maybe I should look into the 600. The 600. Oh wait, nah. They must have changed out. They must have changed it out. Cause that look like the same, but that look like different. They won't let me 360. I got a 360 this jump. Man, what car websites don't got the 360 gallery, yo? That was a standard feature. You behind if you ain't got the 360 gallery. I can't really tell. How much is this? Where the price at? You ain't got the price. Oh, that's 11,000, 12,000. So I don't know about that. All right. Might watch some music videos. What time is it?